Today's story was written by Reddit user TotallyaNinja. The visible universe is constantly expanding. It is a well-known fact, but no one knows why or how. Many races have attempted or are still trying to understand it. Research vessels, stations, and colonies have all attempted longer and longer research programs to avail any answers. Many have dubbed it the abyss, for if we are in a sea of stars, then that is where the deep ocean starts. Like the tales of yore, many ideas and fables arose of what lies within or beyond the abyss. Every species eventually developed stories concerning it, but humanity was the only one who believed. At the edge of the abyss, where the boundary is barely defined, several structures were built. The abyss was undefined, as it was the unknown beyond the light of stars. The border was like the tides on a beach. These structures were built to sit on the periphery, their purpose unclear for decades as their brother and sister structures were completed. The individuals who built these were an odd group. They rarely spoke, and they allowed any and all species to join their efforts. By the end of their construction period, they had grown immense and were considered a borderline cult. People avoided them more often than not, but those who were enraptured by the abyss found their way to them eventually. The abyss had a pull to it. Whilst not always the same from individual to individual, there were commonalities: the mystery, the adventure, the history. Scientific or emotional people would be drawn to it, met by the wardens as they called themselves. Adding to their ranks, the structures was completed soon enough, and its purpose apparent. They were beacons, self-maintaining beacons on a multitude of spectrums designed to outlast all known life within the observed universe. They were marvels of science and engineering, able to maintain their relative position to the void, regardless of the constant acceleration. They had VI, capable of passing unknown languages in nanoseconds. Most importantly, they observed the abyss. They gazed into the abyss for us with unrelenting technological focus, VI over AI, for no sentience could ever without breaking. And so, the wardens withdrew from the known universes into their superstructures, living on the boundary of the known and unknown. Information was freely given when asked of the wardens. They merely observed and never interfered. Not as more came to study the abyss, not when the reckless continued onward into the empty infinity. The purpose of their constructs was obvious based on the designs, yet none had ever assumed it would work. Yet one day, just like any other, a family received a message with the header of one of many of these structures. They despaired, thinking they were contacting them to bring them into the fold, their family member joining a crew on a voyage into the abyss long ago. Some felt rage, some despair. The youngest decided to open the message whilst everyone was arguing. A simple cry was heard from the youngling, "Father!" as a live video was started showing, indeed, the young boy's father in front of the camera, dishevelled and clearly aged, but he was alive. Behind him, the shuffling of the wardens could be seen and heard. They were as silent as ever, yet voices of others could be heard. The father's fellow shipmates were behind him on calls as well. Others were sleeping, eating, or receiving medical care. The structures have accomplished their purpose. Countless resources and time spent on this ring of lighthouses. Hundreds of millions of lives living in and around them, manning and caring for them. Even if no other ship was saved, even if no further data was garnered, this one successful rescue justified it. Humanity was the first, but many now take the mantle. If you gaze into the abyss, it shall gaze back unto you. Humanity took this as a challenge, and won.